Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Wednesday Wisdom. My name is JB Hilliard, and these are typically weekly video snippets designed to answer questions you may have about estate planning or probate, which are my primary practice areas. But this week, since we're still in the middle of tax season, I still have my tax hat on, so I thought I'd take a slight departure from the legal stuff and talk more about the tax stuff. And yes, stuff is a formal legal term. But at any rate, for those of you, there may be some of you who have already received that third stimulus payment, and this is what I want to talk about briefly. And then there may be others of you who are still waiting for that you're expecting it and waiting for it. Just know off the top that the income requirements are different for that third round of stimulus payment versus the first two rounds. So make sure you do still at least qualify there. But what I want to talk about briefly today is the supplemental payment that the IRS may issue you. So basically, what the IRS is doing is they're basing that third stimulus payment on either your 2019 tax return or your 2020 tax return. So if you haven't already filed your 2020, they're basing it, of course, on your 2019 numbers. And so let me just make sure I'm telling you verbatim the information I have. So if that third stimulus payment that's based on your 2019 return is less than the full amount, you may qualify for a supplemental payment. So what will happen is once you have filed your 2020 tax return and the IRS has processed that, they'll reevaluate automatically what your payment, your economic stimulus payment should have been, and then they will automatically send you that supplemental payment to make up for the full payment if you received less than the full payment. Again, if they're basing that on your 2019 numbers because you haven't filed your 2020 numbers yet, and once you file your 2020 numbers, if you're due more, they'll automatically process that and send it to you. So there's nothing extra you need to do, excuse me, other than have a little bit of patience, or really a lot of patience, because we don't know yet what that timeline looks like. But with anything else, dealing with the government agencies such as the Internal Revenue Service, that just requires a lot of patience on your part. So do what you can to get all your taxes filed if you're a regular filer, and then don't think about it anymore. That will be the best advice I could give you this week. So with that said, I, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.